Hey everyone, it's Carrie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share with you a few more of my crafty favorites. I like to do these periodically and just to share with you some of the things that I've been really loving in my craft room and that I've been using quite a bit. So first off, I'm going to get the biggest thing out of the way, which is this pad. It's humongous. But so if you've got one of these, you know how big it is. This is the Canson XL watercolor paper. Now, I did recently just purchase this, but it was like love at first use for me on this paper. And I recently did a card in a video watercoloring with my Zig Color Real Brush markers on this paper. And I absolutely love it, especially for Zig, using the Zig markers. It's absolutely wonderful, and you get such a big amount of paper in here. And you can see, trying to show you how big it is. Let me zoom out just a little bit more, so you can get an idea of how big this is. It's humongous, so you're going to get lots and lots of uses out of this paper pad. So anyway, there we go. So anyway, I just absolutely love this paper pad. It's absolutely great, a great value. You can pick it up. Don't have to really pick it up online if you don't want to. You can actually purchase it through Walmart. I believe maybe even Target sells it, that kind of thing. So it's really, I think what I like best about it is that it's easy accessible to a lot of us. So I really highly recommend it, and the reason why I just tried it and discovered it was because of Amy R. As she used it quite a bit, and per her recommendation I used it and I really love it myself. So I highly recommend it too. So next up, I'm going to share a few Lawn Fawn products. This is probably no surprise to some of you that watch my videos for a while. I recently did, the last video I did was that pop-up box card, and I used this set here, and of course I have cats of my own, so this stamp set really does speak to me. It's one of my favorites from the Lawn Fawn release. So I knew that even though I haven't used it that much yet, I know it's a favorite because it's one that I know I'm going to get lots and lots of uses out of it. I have friends that also have kitty cats. My mom and dad has cats. So I know several people that has cats. So this set will get lots and lots of uses other than it already has. So I love that. And then I love the latest Lawn Fawn release when it comes to their paper pads too. I've already gotten a lot of use out of this one as well. And the thing is, I'm probably going to have to get backups because I love everything about these paper pads. I've already used up two of my. You get two patterns of each. And so I'm going to have to get another backup of this one as well. And this pattern here is my favorite, so I don't want to ever run out of it. So, but yeah, such great paper pads, and you can obviously use them together if you want. And Lawn Fawn is great for being able to get lots of uses out of their products, either combination or obviously on their own. So I've been loving that, and then I'll just go ahead and get the other Lawn Fawn products out of the way. I've been really enjoying this ink here from Lawn Fawn. They did this in their Valentine release, I believe. This is the Jet Black Lawn Fawn ink, and this ink is specially for use of, it's really great obviously for stamping, but it's also good for ink for if you wanted to use it with your Copics or any of your alcohol-based markers, and it stamps really crisp and black. I did do a video with the black ink comparison with this ink, so if you haven't seen that video, I will link it in the cards at the top there. So it's a really great one, and like I said, it's a really good black ink. I really do like it for sentiments and just regular stamping, and of course with anytime that I'm going to be coloring with my Copic markers as well. And then the other Lawn Fawn, I believe this, oh yeah, I got two more things. This die set here, this is also from their Valentine release. I've been really enjoying these scalloped This is called the Fancy Scallop Circles, and I've been primarily using the bigger die out of this set, but I've also used the next to smallest. So, but I just love the like eyelet kind of look. It's not just a regular scallop circle, but it's got this little eyelet design around the edge, and I really do like that. It just gives it a little bit of a different look to the scallop circle. So I've used this quite a bit too, and of course you get 5 different sizes, or 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. I'm sorry, I can't count. You get 4 different sizes in this one die set. So really, really great. And like I said, my favorite size is this one big one here, because it really does create a nice, if you wanted to create a nice focal point on your card, that's a really good size to do that with. And then the other Lawn Fawn, this is probably another no surprise to any of you guys either. This is that Scalloped box card pop-up die set, and it just has all of these different elements that are included in the main die of its own. And you can build all kinds of different box cards with this, and I love it because I don't have to think about measuring, and I've mentioned that before in recent videos about how I don't have to measure and fussy with it or anything like that. I can just use this die set, cut my elements, and get to assembling my cards. So really, really great die set. I really do think it's worth the money to invest in this die set. So that is it for the Lawn Fawn products. My next favorite that I've been really enjoying the last few months is this die here from Simon Says Stamp. Now this is called the Clustered Leaves die. It is an older die, probably even, it's probably over a good year old. I don't know if it's any older than that, but I know it is obviously an older die. But I just love the size of this. I did purchase this probably, I'd say about a month ago or so. And I just love the size, and I have done shown a card or two on my channel recently using this die and examples of how I've used it. And you can do multiple things with this. You could obviously cut this out with green cardstock. You can do like softer things as just an accent on your cards by cutting this with vellum or any kind of like sparkle or glitter cardstock. Multitude of things that you could do. I did show a card. I don't have it now because I sent it to a friend, but I did show a card that I did once I used my Distress Oxide inks, that I die cut this from that whole background that I did of those Distress Oxide inks of this, and it turned out so neat. I was so happy with that result. I almost didn't want to send off the card, but I went ahead and did it because obviously that's why we make cards, is to give them to people that's going to make them smile. So but I've been really enjoying this die. I'm so happy that I finally got it. I think I got it on sale whenever Simon Says Stamp periodically does their little they'll put certain products on sale for whenever they sell them out, and the next time of course they'll get them in stock, but they like to do that periodically, I think. But I think I got this half price. I think it was a half price deal, but anyway, so, and I've been eyeing it for quite a while. So but yeah, it's a really great size, a really, really great die, and I think they still do have it too. So if you're interested in it, I will have it linked below for you guys. Speaking of Distress Oxides, this is probably, again, not another surprise to you all, but this is the Distress Oxide inks. I'm just showing you obviously just one color. I did do a whole video of an introduction of me using these and such, and made a card or two with them. And I did purchase all 12 of them, and they are so much fun. I mean, my little mind is just going of how many ways I can use these inks, because the possibilities are literally endless because of the property in them, how they are formulated and everything. So obviously there's probably a multitude of different videos by now on these inks. But what sold me is Jennifer McGuire's video, and I did mention it in my video, of how her introduction was one that really just sold me on getting these inks and making the investment, and they're really, really fun. So I am glad I did, and I don't know if they're going to be doing additional colors or not, but knowing Tim Holtz and everything, I'm sure that they're going to bring out more colors in the future. So really, really fun ink if you're kind of still deciding on whether to get them. Obviously, you don't have to get all 12. Just get the colors that you really do like out of the line now. But I just, knowing me, since there were 12, I just went ahead and just got all 12. But they're a lot of fun, and so I highly recommend them. They're just totally different way of using them. So my next favorite is basically a brand. I'm going to say a brand. Is Concord and Ninth. And I have 2 of their sets here that I've used recently in my craft room quite a bit. This is the Heart Smile and then the Kind Hearted stamp set. And I recently went ahead and purchased the Heartstring die set as well that coordinates with this Heart Smile stamp set. But as you can see, these have been loved quite a bit. Several of them were even stained. And of course I do have the Kind die cut die too. I just don't have it right with me right now, but I'm just basically showing you that I am in love with this brand right now. I am going to be doing a haul video very soon of some things that I recently purchased from them as well. So I'll share that with you as soon as I get it in the mail and everything. So, but they're just so innovative with their products and what they are releasing, and I love how they just think outside the box and try to reinvent the wheel, if you will, a little bit of all of us crafters and stampers and such. And I love all of their products and the way they design them and everything. So I highly recommend any of their stamp sets, and I've got several now. I'm getting a pretty good collection of their products. So really highly recommend their stuff. So I've been loving that, and I think the last thing I'm going to share for you today is this stamp set here from Winnie and Walter, and this is the mini scenery Bed of Roses, and I just love how this little set is just designed, and it was so fun to do use this stamp on the watercolor paper, the Canson XL watercolor paper, and I stamped that, and then I used my Zig Color real brush markers to color it in. That's like a couple of videos back, and I absolutely had a blast coloring it because it was just so easy, and it just brought out a little bit more artistic, I guess, in me. And it was that instant gratification that I'm always searching for whenever I'm creating my cards and such. So I really highly recommend this one as well. And it's just a really nice little stamp set too, and you can do a multitude of things. You can emboss this, of course, in different, like black obviously, or white, or even clear. You can even do metallic embossing. You can do all in one color. You can even stamp this on even pattern paper if you wanted to. So there's a multitude of ways. Obviously this could be a focal point, or you can even cut up if you're, if you're bored or whatever. You could take your detail cut scissors and just cut out some of these roses and then make dimensional roses and stamp this down, and then use the other one that you stamped and make additional roses for dimension or whatever. So there's a multitude of ways that you could use this as well. So I've been really enjoying that as well. How many times can I say as well? So anyway, that is my favorites from the last few months. I just wanted to share those with you guys, and hope that y'all are having a really great week so far. Thank you guys so much for watching my channel and subscribing and leaving such sweet comments always. It really makes me smile and puts a really nice smile in my heart. I really do appreciate you guys, every single one of you, new and old, of my subscribers. So thank you guys so much, and I will catch y'all in my next video.